next series of our tutorials. I welcome you all to the group discussion, which is commonly referred to as GD by you people. This is an important part of the GTO series of assessing you in your services selection board interviews. Next slide, please. So first of all, I'll take this opportunity to tell you more about JoshCord. That JoshCord is a mentorship, expert talks, and a motivation platform which we have brought in for you from you. We are on the Instagram as well as on the YouTube, so don't miss on subscribing our YouTube series and the YouTube channels to stay updated as and when we keep updating our tutorial videos and more to come. Next. So telling about the JoshCord again, I am the sitting chairperson and the chief patron. But this JoshCord came up as an idea to 3 ex-NDA cadets who are the actual brainchild behind the JoshCord. Our mission is to provide you free and quality resources which are usually not available to you on the World Wide Web, to the people who are very passionate about joining the defense. And then we would also ensure that in turn, after all these years of serving the nation in the defense forces, we are able to give back the nation with quality officers, which will be you people. So I've told you about the background. These 3 officers who are the founders, officer cadets rather, who are the founders of JoshCord and are trying to live their dream of joining the armed forces finally and getting commissioned in you people. So now our objectives are mainly free resources for all. We give you your right to free education. We inculcate and enrich OLQs in you as an individual, that not only for the services selection board, but you turn out to be a better human being or a better individual in all prospects. And in turn, we are also giving recognition to those medically injured cadets from the various academies who went into the academies to live their dream, but were not able to do it because of an unfortunate incident where they suffered an injury which was so bad that they couldn't continue their training and they were sent back home. Next slide, please. Right now we are running the first program on this platform, which is ARJUN 1.0, and we already have 30 Josh type young men and women like you who are part of this ARJUN 1.0, and we are doing our best to try and get them to become a leading officer in the Indian Armed Forces and join their dream academies. So the modules basically we are covering in this duration of 21 days of services selection board capsule are the screening tests, your personal information questionnaire fillings, your psychological tests, your ground tests, your personal interview as an individual, and then more so your general awareness to bring in your urge to know the current affairs which is happening around you in the domestic or in the international forum. Next slide, please. So the benefits of joining ARJUN 1.1 are already coming up, that we are enhancing your skills, overall sharpening you like a sword, overall developing your personality as a good human being, and followed by a good leader and an armed forces officer to enhance your officer-like qualities and help you in career advancements, to make you able to think critical. Last but not the least, make you dynamic, to boost up your confidence, to boost up your determination, and build up that stamina, that from the word A, you start and you finish it at Zulu. And there, at not but the least, get you recommended by the board, make you an individual that the board should not find a lacuna in you, that you should not be recommended. Next slide, please. So, once in Rome, not always behave like Romans, it is said. So you can see, if you are in a group discussion, don't be like monkeys. Be yourself. Don't imitate others, because the basic part of a monkey's inner self is to imitate. Beat any primate, you say. Next slide, please. Now, finally, we start. What actually would a good group discussion look like? Now, this discussion is to bring out pros and cons in you. And this will be done by group testing officers who are best and the best in their fields, who have had a long tenure in the Indian Armed Forces, and they are highly qualified officers, not only academically, but they have seen it on ground. So they correlate what is being academic and being practical. So you can't miss that keen eye of a ground testing officer or a group testing officer saying ki, okay, I'll make it, I'll find a way out of it. No, that keen eye will keep observing you. The second part is your discussion between your peers who are sitting next to you. Are you emerging as a leader? Are you bringing out your points which are valid enough? And then still be a team player. Don't be selfish. Be being part of your team. Because wars are not won by a mere general. He has to take all his troops along. So that comes into play when you say being part of the team, being the leader of the team. And then the assessment of the candidate's knowledge is very necessary, because sometimes people tend to just speak and go round and round the bush. They don't actually know about the topic, and still they would try to take part in it so well. But this hoodwinking doesn't work. You have to have that knowledge in you that yes, I know it, maybe a little, but yes, I am abreast what is happening around me in the world, what is happening around me in the country. So you got to sharpen your teeth and be vigilant what is happening around you in the country, or for that matter in the world. Next slide, please. So as an assessor or an officer who's served more than 2.5 decades, these are certain things which I would definitely like to share with you. It's actually quality discussion which needs to take place. It is not that you just keep blabbering about things around you, or you get fixated to one's opinion and suddenly get against it, or you get fixated by your own opinion knowing that it is wrong. So this won't work in a group discussion scenario. That environment will not let you survive for a moment there. Second, it's your patience. You got to be a patient individual. You have to have such a high threshold of patience that the people around you should not be able to break you in a manner that they keep instigating you and suddenly you start off doing something or saying something and lose the command and communication of your group altogether. So patience is one thing you have to imbibe inside you. You can't live without patience. And second thing is that if some individual is putting across his points and he's doing it valid, you have got no right to just raise your hand for the heck of it and interrupt in a situation where you have to add on to that what he's saying, or you have to correct him in whatever he's already said. Wait for your chance. The assessor will definitely give you your chance. So again, it interconnects with the previous point that you've got to be patient. You can't live without patient. Being patient is the paramount importance which you have to inculcate amongst you. And suddenly, when you don't know about anything or the topic, last line it says illogical opinions won't work there. You have to put in logical thinking. No words, no phrases, just to demean somebody and then still be illogical on the aspect will not be taken in good spirit. Will not be taken in good spirit. Next slide, please. Now again comes patience. If somebody is saying something and countering what you have already covered, you should have the ability to grasp it. Okay, sir, I am grasping it right now, but when my time comes, I will definitely give a response to it. So you got to keep those trumps of yours very patiently with you. And once a chance is given to you, just bring them out. Because you are being monitored. That he's the man sitting behind you or part of that room, he's sitting behind you, not just whiling away his time. He's listening to each and every one of you. He's noting down goods and bads of each and every one of you. So he'll not give a chance if you are impatient or being illogical. So all these points are interconnected with each other. And now, once you put across a point confidently, you laid down your point, which is a very good OLQ, and other people now say, yes, this man means business. He's right. Whatever he has said is logical, and we can use or utilize his things for a better result. That will show that yes, now you have assumed command of that group. And moment you assume command of that group, another OLQ of your comes out that yes, you have closely knitted their team and now you have convinced them to such an extent that they will follow you in letter and spirit. So this thing has to go into your heads that until unless you try and assume command, influence people around you, they will not hear it to you. Bring in that capability of influencing people and hire the people who concur with you in the group. The higher is your probability of getting recommended. And enhancement of group discussion is not very difficult as such. Inculcate a habit of reading good journals, go through articles, go through relevant blogs. Those people who talk sense, not people who just keep giving blogs or write-ups just for the heck of it. No, you've got to distinguish between what is good and bad to be read. Pick up 2-3 good national newspapers. They are all available online. And then see which paper is saying what about it. And amalgamate and then come on to a logical thing that yes, this is what is happening and this is what is right. So herein your logic will come into play. Last but not the least, मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी. You'll have to practice. You'll have to do it again, check and repeat all over again. Not only for one task, for various tasks. Practice has to come in what I have to do, what I have not to do, and where to channelize my energy and where not to. That is the gist of it. Next slide, please. So always there is something trending going on around us, isn't it? So as far if we talk of what topics we should more talk about is, as far as the own country is concerned, research and development and manufacturing is going on in various fields. Not only be fixated to the defense forces. Go to automobile, see automobile industry is doing what, see what electronics is doing, what telecommunication is doing. Be a part, know about all these things as in general. But don't get fixated to one thing only, that okay, I'm going for SSB, so I'll read about the defense, manufacturing and research and development only. No. Anything can pop up from anywhere. Because all these things what are happening as good, they are happening for the good of the nation. So think about it. What is the employment scenario in the country? What is the education scenario? What all new ways are coming up, either government aided or by the non-governmental organizations, or for that matter, for platforms like us. We are trying to imbibe various things into you people. So it is also part, the Josh code itself is becoming the part of the education system in the country. We are trying to bring reforms. Healthcare facilities, yes, everybody's gone through all these COVID and other diseases which keep coming, keep going. Then what is the current health status of the country? What are the bad things happening? What are the good things happening? How they can be eradicated? What as an individual you know about them? Comes in, then agriculture is coming in. Now, agriculture and farming subsidies, when we talk of, straight away you go back to this farmers agitation. It will connect you with that the MSP happening. What is MSP? Is it good? Is it bad? How does the calculation go on? So on and so forth. Then climate change is a very big topic which is going on. Global warming. Global warming is one thing which every country wants to be part of. They are getting together to negate the effects of global warming, because they know in next 50 years some of their countries will go down 1 more meter or 2 more meter of the mighty oceans. What can be done about that? Then again comes in the terrorism all across the world, not only in our country. Yes, our country is infested by terrorism, but not only our country. It is the terrorism has infested globally. It's a concern to everyone. Most minor wars which are happening in the country, in the world, are somewhere or the other related to the terrorism. Then now we talk of religion-based divisions. Religion, although we say that we got to be able, should not speak about any religion as such, because every religion has got its own faiths and beliefs. But we can, yes, talk of what is happening around the world. There is one segment of the community which is against everything. Either they are misinterpreted or interpreted. It is their way to think. So such questions might arise when you talk of religions. In our country only there's a wave which is happening these days. So think about it positively and negatively both. Rather not bring out negative aspects of it. Now you people have, some of you are teenagers who are still appearing for the National Defence Academy, and some of you are past that age. But do you have that recognition? What is happening? How are the future relationships going to be? Your peers, your mates? The scenarios are changing. The definition of relationship has completely changed now. You can't be asked to talk about that. So it's like that. Recreational, basically recreation, what all adventure activities are going on? What do we do for fun as per se? when you want some kind of recreation or want to go chill out with your friends, new venues are there everywhere. Nowadays, adventure activities have come in so well that every teenager or every juvenile or for that matter an adult like you people, we want to explore more and more, and they are doing it. So these scenarios have changed of late now. Going for scuba diving, going for bungee jumping, going for whitewater rafting is no more said key that no a specific strata of people only will do it. It's a recreation. It's fun for you people now. Be abreast of all these things. Next slide, please. Slide, please. Finances, yes. When we talk of finances, the economics stability, global economic stability, when we talk of recessions, how they are happening, why they are happening. So it is happening because of the fiscal and the monetary systems. So they require change. Are they good enough or they need to be changed? Think about it, read about it, talk about it. Then international cooperation, again, now trade is happening. For example, there is trade, lot of trade happening between Russia and India these days. So think about it, that who is getting benefit from that and how he is getting benefited for that. So pick up things. Then again, technological advancements. We used to have as a first mobile phone that little Motorola thing. Now you people got Androids and Mac based and Windows and whatnot enabled mobile phones. All this is innovation only. The digital innovation is coming in. The the payment interfaces have changed. It is just at the click of the button you sending money from this place to 5,000 kilometers away, and it's being received also. So that is technological advancement which is going on not only in the country but everywhere. Earlier a normal wire transfer or anything used to take minimum 7 days or 8 days. Now it is at real time. Talk about that. Study about that. Healthy lifestyle. People are there. People are talking about healthy lifestyle. Somebody's turning vegan. Somebody is on keto based diet. But what exactly is good for you? Nutrition, physical exercise, high nutrition, good physical exercise. Then again, this stress factor is coming in because of the current socio-economic situation which is there. People are more under stress. They need more counseling. So what are the factors which are affecting today's generation when we talk of the mental level, stress, and what is stress management all about? How can you think of helping more and more people out of it? So basically all these factors are what is happening in the society around you. So that is being aware of your own society. Be aware of it. Then certain another things which are of paramount importance these days, the women are standing shoulder to shoulder with their counterparts right now. Rather, I'll say that the women are doing much better than their male counterparts. Women are more better administrators. Women are more good orators. So that scenario of the women being constrained to the household has changed now. You go and read many CEOs of big financial institutions, big corporate giants. They are women. Women are placed in very high places all around. Not only in the corporate. See our own defense armed forces. Women are there in NDA. Women are there in all academies. Women have started to command the battalions. So this is where the leadership, women leadership is emerging in a big way. So we can't now talk of gender-based discriminations or bringing out violence against any gender. And not only women, now it is all, there are more names to gender inequality. So everybody is being taken as at par to everyone. There are certain more reforms which are coming in. Tomorrow you will see that everybody is standing shoulder to shoulder. So be abreast. What is the current situation? How women empowerment is happening? How things are being made good for them getting better education, better employment activities. The government is doing for it. And not only the government is doing for the higher strata of the society, the government is doing down to the chain, down to the grassroots level. You go down to the villages. Starting from there, it is being done everywhere. So got to be abreast of all these things. Next, ladies and gentlemen, I'll sum up this session now, and please be part of the Josh Squad, and don't forget to go back and subscribe to our YouTube channel for such talks as well as updates on ways and means and free resources for any kind of service selection boards or personality development programs. Jai Hind.